And hello, all my fellow nerds out there. This is Oracle Nerd Richie, and welcome back once again to Doki Doki Literature Club Purist mod. Last time we started on the Natsuki route, and we got a few more cutscenes that we haven't seen before. And if you guys remember, I decided to take the just take the reload route, like loading a save file and stuff, because I'm not sure if starting a new game will reset everything. Because again, this is the first time I've ever played this mod, so I don't actually know how it will work. I'm not sure if it's gonna be as meta as DDLC originally was. So, anyways, we're here. We're gonna be sharing our poems to each of the girls again. I'm gonna go in the same order as last time. So Monika, Yuri, Sayori, Natsuki. Saving the one that we're going for last. All right. So Monika first. Hi again. How's the rating going? All right, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. And I'm happy you're applying yourself. Okay, yeah, so this is the same dialogue, but I'm not sure how she'll react to a second Natsuki poem. I don't remember how she did, actually, in the original version. I gave my poem to Monika. Alright, it's pretty good. You've been spending some time with Natsuki, haven't you? You must like her writing style. Yeah. I think it's a neat way to tell a story. I don't disagree. Natsuki's poems may be cute, but they're also meaningful. I can see why you'd be into the style. I guess that means you're not much of a fan of Yuri's poems then. I wouldn't say that. I kind of like everyone's poems. That's true, but I'm sure you like some more than others, right? Like Yuri's use of complex words and symbolism? Or Sayori's way of expressing happiness and sadness in a more direct way. You must have some kind of preference, don't you? No, it's not that it's a contest or anything. I was just curious, that's all. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too. Okay, so yeah, this is the same poem as before. Yeah, this is the same as before. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before. Okay, yeah, this is the same dialogue. So yeah, I'll go ahead and skip ahead to the next person. Alright, up next is Yuri. Are you still mad at me? Eh? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday. Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. Meaning when I disrespected her, I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no. Yuri, you might be reading into this a little too much. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. No. We'll go on Yuri's route eventually, don't worry. Oh, I really want to give justice to my girl, man. Okay. Yuri sadly puts her head down on her desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but if it's but it's as if she's not capable of listening to her own thoughts. Alright. Alright, Sayori. Oh, I like this one. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Uh, Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But but you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? There's a word. What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see why you like something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at express my feelings after all. Thanks, Richie. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. Oh yeah, we read this one, I think. Yeah, we read this one. Holy crap. So did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Okay, so yeah, this is the same dialogue. Alright. Next. Alright, final one, Natsuki. This should be interesting. Natsuki reads my poem. She's glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously, you think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, you... Got her in a corner. Natsuki's face freezes like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Richie, did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No, I just told her that... My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I can tell Monika that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monika sees my poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She skims over it a second time, her smile not fading from her face. I see. At first I thought you just liked her writing style. But you wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean... Not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Richie? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monika's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey, Natsuki comes up and sends the poem in Monika's hands. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monika? Of course, I liked it. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. Eh? But Richie wrote this poem, and we're supposed to share with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Richie is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. Well, I guess Natsuki has my poem now. Not that I really planned on keeping it. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Okay, yeah, it's the Amy Likes Spiders poem. Can I just say I really like the different variations of the DDLC theme? It's really nice to hear different variations of a song. I guess it kind of takes on what Undertale does. Like, it's better to reuse the same assets than make completely new ones. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's way too short. Okay, yeah, this is the same dialogue. Oh, whoops, I just realized I skipped over some new dialogue. Okay, so, yeah, that's the same. Well, you're definitely right. I like to relate to it. You know, I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Uh, well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? Always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow, too, okay? Alright, I will. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come to the front of the classroom. Is this about the festival? Ah, the festival decision. Yep, I know this one. Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything together good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of gaining any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Siri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets so we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what exactly we're going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monika? Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up too and recite poems as well. So he's putting all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Suri, who's been coloring a poster, holds out for us to see. Kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's bad of an idea? Well, no. Okay, this is similar. I think the game actually tells you when it's dialogue that you haven't seen if the skip button here is like doled out. Like that's how I can tell. Oh right, I can just use the spacebar. I'm so used to pressing enter all the time because the Ace Attorney game, if you want to continue the dialogue, you press the enter key or you click the little arrow. But I'm used to pressing buttons more than actually clicking. So yeah, I'll go ahead and skip ahead. Wait, did I just notice over something important? I feel like I did. Oh! Oh, we choose Natsuki instead of Yuri this time. Oh, I mean... I don't want this to screw up my run or anything. Because again, I don't know if starting a new game was the move or if just loading back to a save was better. I guess I'd walk home with Natsuki. Oh, I'm sorry, Sayori. I feel so bad now because at least we get different dialogue. Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turn her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know. Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. if you say so. The conversation trails off. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. Alright. It's time for the festival arc. Oh, actually, not yet. We still have another poem. Okay, I'll just skip ahead. Alright, so it actually turned out to be a bit more difficult than usual because apparently at some point it was loading up words that none of them were Natsuki words at all. Because this is technically supposed to be Act 1, I think. And the game is pretty much forcing me to pick either a Sayori word or a Yuri word during one part of the poem. And I don't know how freaking unlucky I was supposed to be to get that, because that happened to me literally 3 times straight while I was trying to work on the poem. So unfortunately I was forced to pick a Yuri word, not a Yuri word, a Sayori word that becomes a Natsuki word in Act 2. Whatever Act 2 is supposed to be for the mod. So let's just continue on from here. Hopefully this doesn't ruin my run or anything. Determination, Undertale? Alright, so... Skipping on ahead. Hey you! Eh? Oh, this is definitely new. I looked up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... sorry. I didn't mean to make you worried or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down on her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. Oh, that's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Oh wait, cause isn't there supposed to be like a jump scare that happens? Cause like I remember in the original one something happens in the original version, but this is the mod. I don't know how much the Purist mod changes this. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something is bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles the last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking a lot about Sayori lately, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. And if anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly! If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah, I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not! Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. As some time passes, Monika calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monika, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Alright. Same order? Same order. Okay, if this is the same dialogue. Anyway, let's take a look at your poem today. Sure. I let Monika take my poem and... Monika. I can't read. There has to be seriously. Someone has to have made a compilation out there of all the times I've said I can't read. I let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Sticking with the Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? Eh? That's... Come on, Richie. That's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the clubroom every day. Pretending to like manga that she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. Eh? No, I think you're misunderstanding, Richie. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but that's not selfish. But she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. And you wouldn't want that to do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to Monika. How in the hell do you respond to that? While I care about her in the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monika smiled sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. Yep, we've seen this poem before. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers to sorts of things that give life meaning. Okay, yeah, this is the same dialogue as before. Skip! Alright, we can try, Yuri. We can try, at least. You're the enthusiast he's been telling me. I'll leave her be for now. Sayori? It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. Oh no, I feel like I messed something up. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Richie. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monika I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, I feel like I screwed something up. No! Alright, Natsuki. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot more trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just happy that you've been a good writer. That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Natsuki. You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Eh? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best, right? It took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Richie? Please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid. But there's a reason I never shared my poems with before this. Natsuki. Because nobody ever takes me seriously. That's the point of sharing my poems if people... What's the point of sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, that's so cute, just like you, Natsuki? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter, the emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lip started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki? If you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem in my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it. Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk. It's not any good. I know you hate my poems. So you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it. But I know you better now. And it's wrong for you to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well. But sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was part of the problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Natsuki, you're doing it again! Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I just don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Because you. Wait, this is a new one. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around. But when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout. But my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars. But when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all my heart. But what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me. Because you. That's a very different poem than I read before. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. This clearly isn't the poem that Yuri told me she had written. Meaning that I'm probably the only one who sees when she's showing this to. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things that you just can't say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well. And I'm happy you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so... Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that. I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do, Natsuki takes my hands and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hands surprise me with her assertion. I don't want it. Eh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realize what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she tries giving me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so go put it away before someone sees it, okay? Yeah. I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so I can put away Natsuki's poem. Okay, you three. We're not share poems, right? Hold on a sec. Did you say something strange just now? Okay, yeah, this is the same. So skip ahead. Yeah, skip ahead a little bit. I mean, I am going to choose Natsuki, obviously, but like, if loading back to a save ruins my entire run, I am not going to be very happy. Of course, wait, why is Monika in the selection? Why is Monika here? What? Yeah, Monika and Sayori are going to be working together anyway, so Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Okay, so I think we've seen this dialogue already, so I'll skip ahead. Okay. Oh, only time will tell, but then I seriously can't wait. Alright. The moment of truth, people. The moment of truth. I don't know if something will happen to Sayori in this run. I really hope they didn't put anything bad in here. Please let this be okay. Please let this be a normal visual novel. Please let this be a normal visual novel. Everyone who's ever played DDLC blind ever. There's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Affects me a lot. Yep. Okay, Sayori. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna save here, because if this ruins my run, I am not gonna be very happy. I'm gonna... Purist modest, if you kept this scene the same, I am going to seriously despise you. The house is quiet. Oh no. I can already feel it. Okay, wait. Oh wait, no, it doesn't happen yet. At least I hope it won't happen ever. I sit down in a room. Yeah, it's... Okay, so yeah, oh yeah, it doesn't really happen at all, right? Man, I am so off key today. Alright. Yeah, this seems to be the same dialogue as before. Okay. Yeah. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. Oh. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about when Natsuki is about to come over, too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously waiting for Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside in the front door. Without delay, I open the front door and let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting to see Natsuki in something other than a school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. Okay, wait, I'm gonna jump cut real quick. I'll be right back. I have to go and check something. And I'm back, everybody. Sorry about that. I had to go check something real quick. Anyways, it's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not going to be seeing me outside of... used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki's carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't come all this way to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I was surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Richie? Come on, since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grabbed the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy! I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits the fist in my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Eh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? You don't think I can make... don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. And just because I don't have a mature, sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you could treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki? Forget it! I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Eh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys out there who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Yeah, trust me. Gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when girls call you gross. I finally found your weakness, Richie. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But if she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flowers, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Richie, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going to be in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on, you're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I am having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each of them. That does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. That's a million times more worth it in the end than if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes light up. Like the ones you made on my first day? Huh. I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes to Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I'll use food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It just takes a little longer. Geez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing is already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks her finger in the icing and pops it into her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs it with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me caused me to stumble, making her stumble in return. Gross. You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. See, Natsuki instead wipes off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before she reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Richie, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that. How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Eh? Out of nowhere, a fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder! You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. That smells so good! The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look! She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes of each of the different trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have the nozzles so that will make them look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Eh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcakes based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Eh? Did you just say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up. Oh, whoops, I skipped it. Natsuki picks up a paste and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. While giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they're together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Ugh, I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she were here, she'd probably down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyways, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I feel so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, wait, Natsuki. Eh? What you said before, about not always having this chance? It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking could be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? Think of it. I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, and like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Richie, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry, I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki? Stay inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks matching eyes filled my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her softened breaths against me. I've felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Wait, Monika? Wait, Monika? What are you doing here? Monika? Don't mind me. Monika? Suri said she was just helping you online. I changed my mind and decided to come over. Anyways, Monika, just no, we weren't. Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me. I was just on my way to Sayori's house since our work for the festival won't get itself done. Especially if I'm not actually online. Right, you were going to help her. This is new. Okay, wait. This is definitely the mod now. This is definitely the mod because we haven't seen this dialogue in the actual game. Okay, obvious reason aside, I'm actually loving this a lot. Anyways, I'm already on my way out, so... Aw, really? I was hoping we could talk at Sayori's. It's been a while since it was just us girls. Yeah, well... We can talk at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then, Richie. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, Monika waves goodbye. Not Sayori, She's already told you what she's going through, right? I tried to open my mouth, but nothing comes out. I was about to ask how she knew, but it's likely that Sayori's told Monika about things. They seem like close friends after all. Don't worry about it. What? If you're going to go after someone or something, don't do it half-heartedly. So don't worry. I'll take care of things so you can focus on what's ahead of you. Oh, because Monika's supposed to be aware of everything. Like that's her whole shtick. Because usually it's Sayori that sees us with Natsuki or Yuri, depending on our choices. But seeing Monika here, ooh, things are getting way more interesting. Monika gives me an enigmatic laugh. Even if you try to save everyone, you can only do it one at a time, huh? I guess even you have your limits. Or maybe that's how you wanted things. But it hardly matters. I'll handle what you can't. It's not like I have much to do anyways. Monika, I don't really know what to say, but thank you. Alright, see you tomorrow at the festival, Richie. If Sayori is not at the festival, I'm going to be so upset. With that, Monika gives a wave as she goes towards Sayori's house. Alright. I guess I better go rest for the festival tomorrow. Beep, beep. Oh, I've always hated that sound. I always hated that sound of alarm clocks. Like, I actually had an alarm clock growing up. Oh, it stopped. I actually had an alarm clock growing up, and I would get so annoyed whenever it woke me up for school. It's the day of festival. I hear my alarm clock going off, and while yawning, I stretch out my arms and look at the time. Alright, well, I think this is actually a good time to leave this episode here for now. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe, click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye.
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason.